Put this here. Yeah, that looks good. Pause the restream to myself. I bet for people who watch the VOD, that's their favorite part. It's me saying that every single time. Unblind. Hell. Okay. Durability needs repaired.
Good to see you.
Alright, that took longer than I thought. Amplified damage never went off. Lawless Skull. Picking up random junk. Don't want that. I only want to pick up non-random junk. Yes. And now every time I say yes to myself, I think about, there's like this Cane Corso dogs eat for dinner YouTube shorts that I clicked on, and then like they have to sit there and wait with the food in front of them, and then the owner says yes, and then they can eat it. So that's not why I say yes, but it makes me think of that every time. And I don't even watch those anymore. That's one of those things where I was like, oh, this is neat for like the first 5 or 10 times, and after that, how many times am I really going to watch a dog eat dinner? Well, 5 or 10, I guess. Come back here. I can't. Whoop. Picked up something. I don't know what it was. This claw. Okay. Let's go ahead. Man, I knew starting to pick up paladin shields was a bad idea. Now I pick up too many paladin shields, and I don't even build paladins. Bolts. What? They can get 4 sockets from Larzok. So. But 1.07 Paladin shields have lower base defense than later versions, and they do not gain the appropriate defense value when forwarded. They keep their lower defense. That was a weird misclick. So. Okay, Warhammer. What the? Let's get to this. I think I still have topazes to burn through. I'm not sure. Like, I think I left 1,000 or something like that. I'll have to check.
I can't carry anymore.
I don't pick Eld runes anymore. Okay. Yeah, I am blinded.
Good day.
Good day. Exploding potion is a consumable used in a Herodric Cube recipe. Ruby plus exploding potion plus ring makes a ring with fire resists. And generally speaking, exploding potion will be the limiting ingredient in that recipe. However, there's two ways to get around that. One of them is to farm exploding potion shrines and then pick them each up as stacks of 1. The much more, well, probably I'll say it's faster, but I don't know if it's less tedious. Probably less tedious as well. You can buy exploding potions in Classic and then forward them. So. I don't know that I'll do that. I might just use as many rubies for that recipe as I already have stacks of exploding potions, rather than buying enough exploding potions to use all my rubies, and then just use the rest of the rubies on some other recipe, like maybe the 1.10a recipe. Furry visor. The what? The shield, when I pick up the paladin shield, is kind of, I guess, the main thing that I would be looking for. Would be something like Monks of Amelioration, or something like that. And then 4 sockets from Larzuk. And I'd be like, wow, look at this cool item that I'm never going to use. Neat. And then, of course, it also needs to have either high resist or high damage, or well, it can't be both, but...
I can't carry anymore.
But I used to not pick up paladin shields at all, because I don't really care about them. And then I started picking them up if I still had inventory space, and now that's kind of slowly turned into always picking them up. And I'm probably going to try to start reducing that. Because again, it's not really an item that I personally care about a whole lot.
Yes?
Yes. And yet I pick up Hand Scythe even though I don't play Assassin and I don't low-level duel. Oh well. Whoops. What was that?
I can't carry
A
anymore.
jewel? Mm-hmm. And I need to repair.
Good day.
And gamble.
Hello.
Greetings.
Show me heavy gloves, please. Okay. Thank you. Hmm. Oh, I missed one. Heavy. Heavy. Shark skin. Heavy. Hmm. Alright, shark skin, heavy, heavy.
Good Good day.
Good day.
Greetings.
Thank you. Come back. Ith. You can make rune words in 1.07 that call themselves Ith.
I am overburdened.
Yay. I'd have to look up which ones they are. Some of them get Ith and some of them get their actual name, but they don't get like rune word powers, I guess. They just get the runes and then they get, I think they get 25 poison resist. What is this? I still kind of want to make like one last try at multi-shot Amazon. And just give her, let's see, can I get 100 crushing blow? 25 armor. Oh, but that has monster flea. Ew. Let's see. 25 boot, 15 gloves, so that's 40. And then I think it's 35 hat. So that makes 75. So to get 100, I would have to use
I can't carry anymore.
the unique Gothic plate, whatever that thing's called. Rattle cage. There we go. Are you ethereal? Ooh, nice. I mean, it's still garbage, but
Overburdened.
I like getting the ethereal weapons, or the ethereal unique weapons,
I can't carry anymore.
because the damage behaves incorrectly. So, when forwarded, this would have, let's see, probably it's going to have 45 to 90, I think. You know, it would break, but it's still neat. I want to eventually, very low priority, so like not a goal so much as a this would be neat to do, is get all the ethereal unique weapons and then forward them all, and then up tier all of them to their elite versions. Because the maximum damage is too high. Lum. I think that's a amulet crafting rune. Yeah, let me try that. It's pretty rare. Blood
I am
Spirit.
overburdened.
Alright, let me go. Where's that hat? I was looking at a hat. There.
Stay a while and listen.
Craft an amulet and see what I get. 2 traps, 97 life. Well, goodbye. Trickster's Amulet of the Whale. 1 run walk, 2 life steal, damage reduced by 1, 5 stamina, 39 life, 1 curses, bone torque. Oops. Remarkably bad. Yeah, impressive. Hello? Okay. Just making sure I could see through all the clutter there. Yeah, Lum is pretty uncommon. So that's neat. Ariat's face. Let's see. We'll check the battle hammer. No. And the razor bow and the griffin headdress.
Good day.
It's not a perfect roll. I already have several Ariat's face, so now if it's not perfect, I'll just throw it back. Also, there's no sockets on this one. Let's see, check the warhammer. I used to not pick up sorceress orbs either. But at least those ones, if I found something really, really good, then I would probably just make a sorceress to use it and figure out what target she'd farm later. Alright. No running. I think I saw a small charm. Yes. Nice.
Hello.
Can't read it. All resists +5. Alright. His standards are too high. That's an extremely rare affix.
Good day.
Platinum of Perfection. Do I know someone who wanted this? Maybe. Ring. Magic. Platinum. Where you at, Platinum? There it is. Goes up to 120, and then of Perfection goes up to 20. And what did I get? Yeah. I think I know someone who wants this, but I'm not sure. It might have been prismatic that they want. Probably, because I think it's for a Boazon and they use guided arrows, so they wouldn't want attack rating. Oh well. Still, pretty good, I guess. Wait, is 20 even the highest? Or is there something better than perfection? Yeah, okay. Lion Helm. Hmm. Chaos Armor? Is that the Trangul? Maybe. It's been so long since I found one, I can't remember. But since it does run walk, if that's what it is, you can never have too many.
I am overburdened.
I'm sure you think so.
Stay a while and listen.
Yes. Let's see. Hornet, Lionhelm, Small Charm, Ring.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay.
Good day.
2 Barb. Almost, sort of. Stamina. Repair?
What do you need?
What do you need?
And muling off. Hello. Infinite stash. So the Trangul scales I keep because it does plus 45 minus 5 run walk, so the equivalent of 40 run walk. And that armor gets used on every rack runner. of which I basically currently have 0. I have one Amazon that has a rack. But she's not really a rack runner, she's a shopper. So she uses the rack to refill her gold, which is not the optimal way to do it, but the rack is a base that can be used for crafting. Let's see, King of Butchery? No. I would have accepted Grandmaster of Butchery, probably. And then asked Larzuk for sockets. Run walk, we keep. 331. I mean, I guess.
Yes?
Perfect gold find, but no suffix. Unfortunate.
I can't carry anymore. Stay a while and listen. I can't carry anymore. Yes? I am overburdened. Good day.
Lion
Can't carry
Hound.
anymore.
Alright. Lion Hound.
Yes.
Cruel Razor Bow. 2 maximum damage, 18 life. Unlucky. And the reason I pick up all of the potions and drink them is to remove clutter from the floor to make sure I see everything. Especially because runes are white text, and I don't want to miss a rune.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Mm.
Good day.
Sapphire.
I can't carry anymore.
Sheesh. Okay, I'm gonna have to throw stuff down here.
I am overburdened.
Sometimes it's just like that, I guess.
overburdened.
The second Ariat's face of the day. Griffin headdress. Okay. 2737. What does it even go to? $40? Does it go to 40 here? Yes.
I am overburdened.
Hmm.
Yes? Impossible. I am overburdened.
No self-repair. Okay, I need to repair my stuff. As long as I don't run out of mana, I'll be okay. Even if my weapon breaks, it will still attack. If I run out of mana, then I'll use a standard attack instead of whirlwind, and then my weapon will break. Like that. But it wasn't broken yet. If you use a skill that requires two-handed attack, so like whirlwind or frenzy, then even if the weapon is red and has 0 durability, it won't break yet. It will only break once you use a one-handed skill. Typically, that's going to be because you ran out of mana and used regular attack. So, if you had a way to guarantee that your mana would never be lower than the cost of your attack skill, you could use an ethereal weapon forever, even after it's broken.
Hello.
Greetings.
Okay, I need to check the armors. Uh, and then I need to mule off. Okay. Key? What?
I can't carry anymore.
It's not what I wanted to click on anyway. Hand
I am
scythe.
overburdened. Good day. I can't carry anymore.
Okay, muling off. A lot of this junk that I collect is just consumables that I use in Herodic Cube recipes. Like all these gems and stuff. The runes, they don't really have use. I just take them. In theory, I guess I could eventually cube them up into like sets to reroll spirit or something like that.
Good day.
I've stopped picking up L and Eld rune. I used to pick up the Eld runes and craft boots, but once I realized the blood crafted boots cannot get bugged life leech, then I stopped crafting them. So that I could use the jewels on something else. I also stopped crafting lesser gloves. So now I only use the greater blood glove recipe. So the lesser one uses Tur rune and the greater recipe uses Shay. But I was using jewels faster than I was finding them, and so I stopped crafting those two. Let's see, Grandmaster's Razor Bow. No, thank you. That small charm was a troll, 12 to maximum stamina. It looks remarkably like 12 to maximum damage, which would have been a perfect roll. And it would replace one of my charms in my inventory if it rolled that. Because I think I'm using one or maybe two 11 damage. Just one. Small charms. Not 11 damage, 11 maximum damage. Circlet diadem. Oh, I'll look at this since it's ethereal. What you got? Nothing. Alright, circlet diadem. Fort. Alright, I get to craft a weapon.
I am overburdened.
Ruby.
Greetings.
Okay, so Eagle Sunder becomes Dire Edge. 3 to masteries. But no good. If it had been 3 to Warcries, I might have tried putting it here. But I could also just shop like some random 3 Warcry weapon. Let me go ahead and use some of this gold.
Welcome to the desert rain.
Thank you. Check here. Imagine if this guy is the one who shops the pelt after the Amazon has spent all that time. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be actually looking for gloves. So hopefully I didn't miss any. Heavy, 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 heavy. 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 Shark skin. Shark skin.
Your presence honors me.
I might level up today. I'm 93.
I can't carry anymore.
I guess if I got this guy to 94, I could move him to somewhere that he could craft amulets.
Good day.
Hmm. And then start a new guy for the Travancore running here.
listen.
You didn't die?
I can't carry anymore.
Okay.
Greetings.
Hail to you, champion.
Check this one. Okay. Hmm.
I can't carry anymore.
Gothic bow.
Yes? day.
Bavarit. Okay. Mhm.
I am overburdened.
Wasn't there another circlet? Am I crazy? Okay, I guess I'm crazy. Unlucky. Mm.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
Okay.
I can't carry anymore.
Mm.
Hello.
Hello. Increased stack size. I wonder if you can get like slightly increased stack size and greatly increased stack size. A unique ring.
I am overburdened.
Very likely to be a useless piece of garbage, but we'll see. Assault helmet. Okay.
Stay a while and listen.
Manald heal. Mm. I think I picked up some sort of poison potion that I don't want. Yes. That's a lot of lightning damage. 477.
Good day. I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened. Good to see you.
Okay, I need to repair.
What do you need?
clay gloss? Is it literally just a pile of gold? Oh, it's a rare.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Alright, lion helm. And let's grab that and look at it. Not ethereal. Okay.
Good day.
2 to minimum damage, 2 to maximum damage. Jewel. No good. Hello, Switter. Come back. Are you target farming anything in particular? Sort of. So, I guess the thing that I would most like to find would be some really nice Grand Charm. The thing that is most useful for my long-term goals is sapphires of any tier. And then in general, I collect all of the things that I'll be using as consumables. So all the gems and runes and jewels. Some of the charms that I would like to find, but don't necessarily need for any specific build that I'm making. You can get 20 to maximum damage as both a prefix and a suffix on Grand Charms. And so I would like any of 40 to maximum damage, or 20 to maximum damage, 20 all resists, or 20 maximum damage, 45 life. All of those would be really cool. But like ultimately 1.07 High Council is kind of my low effort. I want to be able to find cool stuff, but don't really want to try hard target. So there's potential for neat items. You know, I look for Ort runes for crafting weapons, and then various other runes to craft gloves, Ko runes for rings, Lum runes for amulets. So there's lots of things that I look to pick up, but this, other than the maximum damage charms, which only exist in version 1.07, there's nothing really that I find here that I couldn't find more efficiently some other way. So like gems I could find more efficiently by doing the council in 1.0 instead of 1.07, because they have much less like their treasure class or whatever. They just drop lots of gems and very little of other stuff. So there's like a similar number of gems per run, but almost no clutter. It's 1.07 only, and it got immediately patched out. So 1.07, to my knowledge, was never live on Realm. My understanding is that on launch day, when the expansion came out, you went and bought it off the store shelf, and when you got home, if you logged on to Battle.net, version 1.08 was waiting for you to update. It was already there. So some of these items, the crafts, like the bugged craft recipes that I have, and the too much damage charms were not available. Too much resist charms. So let's see if I have any. I guess too much minimum damage. This almost shows it. 17 all resist grand charm, but it goes up to 20. 34 lightning resist, it goes up to 36. The single resists on small charms can go up to 12, and the all resist can be 6. The maximum damage prefix and suffix on large charms is 12 each, and on small charms is 6 each. So here I have an 11 to maximum damage small charm. The minimum damage is also higher. It's like 3 is the perfect roll on small charms, 7 I think for large charms, and 11 for grand charms. I have somewhere, well, somewhere, I kind of know where it is. It would take me a minute to find. A 10 to minimum damage, 20 to maximum damage grand charm, but I don't use it anymore. Back then, I was still trading with other players who play single player, and I no longer do. And so all of the stuff that he was wearing, I don't use anymore. So like some of the stuff that he found, I did use. So I'm not like, I would say I'm like 98% self-found, because everything that I'm wearing I found myself, but they're, you know, some of it was found by having stuff that I traded for. But mostly the reason I stopped trading is the pool of traders in single player is too small, and between that and I don't necessarily trust all of them, I just stopped trading. But yeah, a lot of stuff was patched out. Like this glove I have does 27 lifesteal. That's not supposed to exist. And then this ring has 37 mana after each kill. That's not supposed to exist. So,
I can't carry
in general, I like to play old versions and find cool items that aren't supposed to exist, or maybe they were supposed to exist but have since been patched. And specifically, I have in mind to make a Hurricane Druid that doesn't have to use Tornado. He'll farm Ancient Tunnel and Maggot Lair, just teleport around and watch stuff die and pick up items. Yeah, 27 lifesteal. So the blood crafted recipe is broken. It will, if you roll life leech on a blood crafted item, then all of the plus life from the crafting recipe, all of the life leech from the crafting recipe, and all of the life leech from the affix that you got combined together to make lifesteal. So you can get too much life leech on gloves, rings, amulets, and weapons. I'll show you this one. I kept it out specifically so I can show. Oh, no, I didn't. Well, that's kind of dumb. Let me go find it. I have a fun item that's actually going to be used on my druid. What was that guy? Don't use me. I thought I had put it here. That's not cool. Did it poof? That would be really bad. Ah, it did not poof. Good. So this item shouldn't exist. So a crafted Wurt's leg with +3 to elemental druid skills and 3 sockets. This will get 3 +5 cold facets, making it about 1% worse than than just a 6 socket, 6 facet pre-buff. And this will be a pre-buff to cast Hurricane. So clubs can get 3 to elemental skills. 1.07 crafted items can get magic affixes, so +3 to tree skills. And then Wurt's leg is the only club that can have 3 sockets. And Larzuk will always, in 1.07, Larzuk will always give crafted items 3 sockets if they're able to have 3 sockets. So that's one of my favorite items that I've made. Oh, I need to mule off. Yeah, I've seen someone who was interested in my project and had a druid that he uses Hurricane with online, and will have a similar amount of damage output, showed me like him running around in various areas, and it will in fact steamroll Players 1 Ancient Tunnels. And it would probably do well on like Players 3. And because of the mana after each kill ring,
I am overburdened.
the mercenary will be able to wear Infinity instead of Insight.
Can't carry anymore.
Was that? No. Yes. Okay. I'll look at it.
Stay a while and listen.
My standards for keeping items sometimes can be really high. I have other than consumables, I have a lot of decent junk. And so there's some things that I'll throw back that you might think are good, and I'm just like, no, that's no good. So don't be surprised if that happens, especially charms. Farming on your Blizzard Sorceress. Long ago, I had a Blizzard Sorceress in 1.13 that I did Ancient Tunnels with. 10 fire resist, 1 dexterity small charm goes back on the floor. Let's see. Here? Yeah. But yeah, so I watched that guy. He showed me like I think he showed me Pits and Worldstone Keep and Chaos Sanctuary or something, and then like just some random zones in Act 2. Even the Maggot Lair. Yeah, he did the Maggot Lair, and like unique monsters, like named uniques, were dying in 1 or 2 pulses of Hurricane. So if I ever actually make him in the far future, he'll absolutely destroy the Ancient Tunnels. Hello, Rudel. Keeping too many things. Yeah, I also have an infinite stash. However, mine automatically sorts out by item type and alphabetically. So I should spend these stat points and this skill point. I kind of want 5 more here, but also I probably, let's see, should put more here. Sure. Fireball Nova Hybrid. I really enjoy low effort gameplay. High council runs is probably like the thing that I do. Well, no, that's not true. 1.06 ring farming is probably the thing I do that's most involved. But I like shopping. I like Lower Kurast in theory. You know, touching the chest over and over.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
What? Oh, it's too big. That's fine. I have a guy, or actually I don't have a guy. I'm going to make a guy that will run Duriel and Duriel only
Good day.
in 1.10a. The main thing that I want is the fewer skills used by a build for me, the better. So like this guy, the only skill changes he does is I press W. So Fireball and Nova would be too involved for me. Could I do it? Probably. Would I enjoy it? No, I don't think so. That's kind of the ultimate goal for the Hurricane Druid, is that I'll literally just be able to teleport and do like precast Hurricane, teleport around, pick up whatever I find. Done. I guess Hurricane, probably Grizzly Bear, and Oak Sage will all have to be precast. And it's likely, but not guaranteed, that to switch between my skills, I will use mouse wheel down.
I am overburdened.
Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Sometimes I forget that spells exist that can go on left mouse button. Have you tried? I think it was. I can't remember if it was Fireball Blizzard or Fireball Glacial Spike in Ancient Tunnels with Infinity Mercenary and Phoenix Shield. I've never tried it, but it supposedly it competes well with in efficiency with the Blizzard Sorceress, because whenever you get the cold resist mobs or the cold immune mobs, you just fireball them. Oh, okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I haven't tried it. I just know it exists. Okay, is that 80? I need to spend money.
Good day.
Yeah, pits is definitely easier to get more unique mobs in. So better efficiency that way. Yeah, you're a single player then? I had a, I'll say, good for me Ancient Tunnel map one time. It was like, do I even have an Ancient Tunnel? There were basically always 3 uniques within like 1.5 tiles. So like you know, there was a guy here. This looks dangerous. I might die here. I have no idea. And then, like, there was a guy here. And then, like, there was the sparkly chest. So it had another guy. Because the sparkly chest always gets a guy. So, like, this much space. There were 3 guys. Which was good for me at the time because the guy that was running that didn't have Enigma. Yeah, I don't like personally
What
the
you need?
Pit Berserker. I find that it's way too involved. Too many buttons. Poison Nova Necromancer, too many buttons. Any form of assassin at all. Too many buttons. I could probably, you know, play Hammerden. If I wanted to. But my goal is the Hurricane guy, not the Hammerden, so I play builds and target zones that will, at least in theory, slowly progress me towards having the items that he will be using, rather than items that the Hammerden will be using. Come on, one more heavy glove. So there was a user named Albatross who did Ancient Tunnels to level 99, and he rolled maps a lot. Like a lot. And it is possible to get Ancient Tunnels map that roll 10 to 12 uniques. It's just extremely unlikely. And 6 to 8 is pretty much what you're gonna get.
Good day.
Yeah, he did. It's like a, I don't know where the old thread is. It's really old. But the username was Albatross, and it was a Ancient Tunnels to 99 grind. And like the tiles had to line up a certain way or something. Like it was some weird, like if you get this and this and this just so, then you'll get more than 8. I rolled this map 1,000 times or whatever. Yeah, I've never had, I think the highest level I ever had is 94. I think a lot of the stuff that they're finding that's new is, it's less that it's new and more that it wasn't widely known. There's a lot of that, you know. what's it called? If your map has a sparkly chest tile, then you want to get the sparkly chest tile last, because it will spawn unique no matter what next to the sparkly chest. And so you can get one more than the maximum number of uniques in that zone by spawning the sparkly chest last,
I am overburdened.
for example. $13 to maximum damage, 86 to attack rating, level 23. Let's see, if this were a small charm, then that's 4.3 damage and what, like 29 attack rating? So basically a 4/3. Okay, yeah, I guess that's probably pretty decent for level 30 and below. Would you give up 15 life for 1 damage and 10 attack rating? Probably not. Still interesting. Let's see. Nobody was running Tristram. Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
I mean, somebody was, but not, you know, it wasn't a target that people knew things about. Yeah, I understand. I agree. Like in 1.14, if you're running with a trap assassin, once you cast traps, no more uniques will spawn on newly generated tiles in that zone. What? Why would you ever play Trap Assassin?
I can't carry
That might be slightly incorrect, but the gist is there. Traps mess up the monster spawns. Or like, here's something that's not widely known, I think, is that if you put 8 players in the game, go spawn all the monsters in the whole game, and then leave with 7 of the players, then they'll have hit points and experience like it's players 1, and drops like it's players 8. Spirit Mask. Yeah, they did, Rudelbert. They fixed that in D2R. That was like, I think it was like when D2R launched, that was one of the things that was already fixed. Whatever the first version of D2R was called. I still think, I don't think I would do this with an assassin, because I don't like playing assassins. But I think there is potential for getting a Worldstone Keep level 2 map that regularly spawns 3 uniques within like the first tile of the waypoint. And I think there a Trap Assassin might be one of the most efficient ones to be able to clear it, because you have so many different damage sources with Death Sentry. So you can do lightning damage, physical damage, fire damage, all with one cast, in theory. But good luck rolling that map. If it even exists.
Yes?
Hmm.
Stay a while.
Where did the music go? Does Act 3 even have music? I guess I don't know. Oh, I know why I think it's too quiet. It's because my dehumidifier is full and it turned off. That's right. Like, wait, why is my game so quiet? Oh, it's not my game, it's my house. I remember when they were talking about, before launch on D2R, and they're like, there will be no changes to core gameplay mechanics. And then, like, the first thing they did was change how attack speed works.
What do you need?
It's like, what? Hello? Oh, it's a green ring. I saw the ring on the ground, and I was like, wait, I missed one. But no, it's Cathans or angelic. So I did not miss it. Okay. Hmm. That would be, it would have to be single player only, I guess. single player is an afterthought for Blizzard. So, good luck getting features for single player players, generally. It's like they finally... Wait, no, I don't think they ever did put... I guess in D2R maybe they made ladder-only rune words available in single player, but before that you had to use hacks. Either Pluggy or RuneWord mod. But oh yeah, that's true. Ubers and what, Diablo clone? But, you know, like I said yesterday, like I was saying, I already have plenty of long-term goals available to not switch over to D2R. And when if I ever do finish all the stuff that I want to do, which is probably unlikely, then I would probably be more likely to stop playing than I would to switch to D2R, because that would already be, 10 or 15 years from now. D2R would be an old game that I never played.
Yes.
Oops. Yeah. Rain it? Oh yeah, I guess because they added the Warlock and they didn't want to have to make legacy graphics for the Warlock, so they disabled
I am overburdened.
legacy graphics instead. That makes sense.
Greetings.
I didn't think of that. Yeah, I personally, I don't like the new graphics, but that's probably just like change is bad rather than the graphics are bad. I know a lot of people do like the changes. Okay. I remember when my game console screen was green and yellow.
I can't carry anymore.
And it didn't have brightness, it had contrast.
Hello.
And as the battery was dying, you turn up the contrast and try to find a save. Yep, it's a Game Boy. Hello, Juan. Let's see what. Yeah. I'll probably do, like, after this stash full of junk, which is almost full, one more.
I am overburdened.
Okay, I don't want that. Athens. Let's see, best finds so far today. Probably this Grand Charm, which was kind of like, well, I guess I'll keep it. 13 max, 86 attack rating, but required level 23. And a Lum rune, which I used to craft a amulet, and the amulet was remarkably bad.
I am overburdened.
Alright.
Yes?
No, I'm perfectly fine without Reign of the Warlock. I already have enough long-term goals that I don't need anything new. So about 20 to 30 minutes left today.
What you need?
See, what's my gold? Alright. You can't get plus 20 to maximum damage prefix and suffix in Reign of the Warlock. Can't get 37 mana after each kill on a ring in Reign of the Warlock, etc. All things that I want. 3 combat skills, 3 battle cry. Mal, is this a crafting rune? I don't think so. Let's see. Print screen. Alright. So that's my best find of the day. Is a Mal rune, which is half of an Ist rune. When forwarded. Here it's just Mal. It could be an item level 1, so stale, crafting rune in 1.08. I don't think it's a crafting rune here. So very nice. It's the highest rune that I've had in quite some time. And I don't have, I guess, the combination of time and energy to do both things. Like, I'm not going to play old versions and Reign of the Warlock, and so I'm going to stick with the one that I already have.
I can't carry anymore. I am
Like,
overburdened.
probably if I were playing like 8 hours a day, then I would play Reign of the Warlock
Hello.
and also these old versions. But since I play like at most 3, and usually not even that, then just time travel. Yeah, that's right. Maybe in the next life. In the far future, when I make all of my income by people donating for me to read their chat message out loud. While using Echoing Strike on heralds. And letting my Demon Lancer from Act 5 solo the Ubers by itself. Although probably by then that will have been nerfed. Maybe not, but probably. Small charm.
I am overburdened.
Okay, Griffin headdress is all that's left here.
Good day.
10 attack rating, 16 life, 39 level. Nah. Let's see, that'd be... Oh yeah, as a Grand Charm that would be 45 or like 48 life and 30 attack rating. That's not good. I think that's my second Mal rune, but I'm not sure. It might be the third one. Or I might be completely hallucinating and it's my first one. I won't rule that out. I can check once I mule off. And see if it is in any of my sorted stashes. I have an Ist and a Vex
I am overburdened.
as well.
Stay a while and listen.
Hmm. I don't know the answer to that question. I assume that that's true, but I don't know. They are higher level, So it would be a treasure class thing, not a monster level thing. They're level 90 and 93. The unique council members, the highest they can drop is Thull. But the minions, I don't know. But
I can't carry anymore.
I'm operating on the assumption that the highest they can drop is Chom.
Greetings.
But the rune that I would like, if they gave me a high rune, the one that I would be most interested in is Joe, simply because the name is different. The one that I would have the most immediate use for to make something cool would be Sur, to make a beta bramble in 1.10a, which can get, I think it's like 209 poison damage. It rolls like 50 to 209 or something. I don't know the exact numbers.
I can't carry anymore.
So very likely that you get a bad roll, but potential for lots of boost to your poison damage. Okay, let's go like that. And then if I got Bear Rune, I might use it here, but I might also just use it for Enigma, which would be a big shame. Or possibly something that could be interesting to try would be checking if the Zod indestructibility was already fixed in 1.10a by making Eternity in a weapon. Bear Ist Sol Sur. That could be an interesting use for those runes. So you make the rune word and then you unsocket the weapon, destroying all those runes, just to see if it was already fixed. Probably it was, but don't know for sure. And probably someone like Root or Art Vandalay could tell me before I used runes for that. Heavy, heavy, shark skin, heavy. But I think fruit is pretty inactive. Pavki might know, but I think he doesn't do much time travel stuff. Okay, let me go make sure that I picked up everything. My mind is kind of not like in the zone. So it's possible that I'm leaving stuff on the floor that I actually want to take. And then there are, pre 1.10, there are no super chest patterns with Zod runes. After 1.10, I don't know. And then I think, to the best of my knowledge, there is one sparkly chest pattern in Act 5. I don't remember which version, whether it's 1.08 or 1.09,
I am overburdened.
and like, if it's 1.09, how many players setting is it? But getting one pattern in particular out of a sparkly chest is going to be extremely rare. I think they have like 2 million patterns per case, and there's 4 cases. And it's like 2% or one pattern on the 2% case or something like that. It's really bad. So you're better off just killing monsters
What do you need?
if you're trying to find a Zod rune. Light plate.
Greetings.
And in 1.09, B as in boy, you can play players 64. And the drop rate for, at least for objects, for 21 through 64 is all the same. And the no drop is extremely low. So most objects will drop 4 items out of it. Yeah, I haven't farmed chests in Act 5 either, but there's a program called, what's it called? D2PG.exe, which will tell you rune drop patterns and unique drop patterns from super chests and sparkly chests and ordinary objects on various player settings and magic find values. Hell rune. That could be used. I can't remember. It's either the Great Halberg or the Aegis for crafting. I used a bunch of them previously as stale runes just for fun. But I probably won't do that again. It was Hell and Foe. One was for Great Halberg and the other was for Aegis. Earth Spirit. What was that?
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
So Mal, Lum, and Hell. It's a lot of runes for one day. Oh, that was spooky. Harpoon.
I can't carry anymore.
What? Oh, I didn't throw this on the floor. Duh.
I
Okay.
can't carry anymore. Good day.
Mm. Okay, these guys I kill because they follow me around and cast meteors. And it's difficult for me to read the text of the items on the floor through the fire. And I don't know if that's an issue with my monitor or with my game, or like with the game or with my eyes. Like it might be something I could fix with that, even though it didn't appear to do anything.
I can't
Alpha
carry
Helm.
anymore.
Besides the rune drop, the other probably noteworthy thing about the unique council members, the noteworthy thing about the unique ones being that they're capped at Thul, because they only drop their normal difficulty treasure class, is that they drop Bale Grand Charms, which can get plus 45 life. The minions do not. Theirs only get up to 40 life.
Stay a while and listen.
I heard a charm. I say I heard a charm but didn't see one, which usually means it's a large charm.
I am overburdened.
A lot of the times, the small charms and the grand charms, I actually see them like flying through the air as they drop.
Good to see you.
But the large charms I don't usually notice.
I can't carry anymore. Good day.
Repair and check armor. Ancient armor.
What do you need?
I could, like, what I look for here, like why I check his armor, is he can sell me godly Archon plate of the whale, and then Larzak can give it 4 sockets. That would be a really cool item to have. And so that's why I've started doing my repairs in Act 4 usually. Grand charm. Alright.
I am overburdened.
Razor bow. Coronet. Okay.
Good to see you.
Let's see, what do I have? 1221, 1228, and this is 1124. Do I want to give up 1 maximum damage for 3 life? Not really. Cold resist 36, so that's the maximum roll, but no suffix. Hello, Horseback. I put 5 points in Vitality, and I bought 1 point of Find Item. And I just found this one. And once I'm almost done for the day, once I fill this square, then I'll mule off. So probably either this run or next run. But yeah, I'm 93, and I think, you know, I don't really have the goal of reaching 94, but I think if he does reach 94, then I'll probably, what's it called? Forward him to use for crafting amulets, and then make a new guy to do High Council runs here. A guy who is more optimized for it. Like not using a Scourge. Maybe using Colossus Blade? Can't remember if it's Colossus Blade or Sword that I want. But I think it's Blade. But maybe not. I might just keep him here. No, I haven't been shopping lately.
Good day.
I have... I've been buying every +6 to a level 30 skill. And so that way I know that my Hurricane Pelt luck relative to other level 30 skills is pretty much on par, because they all have 0, 1, or 2, and I don't know if I have any with 2. But I haven't been shopping. What I had been doing lately was using up a bunch of my consumables. You might have been here for some of that. Rolling all of my gems into rings and weapons. And I still have more gems to go. I didn't finish. I just taking a break from that.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah. I want to see the mage plate. Okay, so now I'll have to mule off. Let's go ahead. Might as well check this out.
Yes?
Let me think. Did I find anything? I found a Mal rune today, so that's pretty lucky. Oh yeah, and I was gonna check how many Mal runes do I have to show everyone, including myself. Runes. All right. Lem. All right. Lem. Okay. I thought I had a Mal. Maybe not. Won't be in there. That's empty. Who knows what that thing is? No. I guess the easiest way to navigate there is to just drop mine in. No. Is this my first Mal rune? No. I guess so. Yeah, it's my first Mal rune. And then the other probably most interesting item I found is this 11 max damage, 24 life large charm, and then I found a 13 maximum damage, 86 attack rating grand charm with a required level of 23. So those were the finds today. I also found a Lum rune, which crafted into a worthless amulet. And I found a Hell rune. So really nice runes today. And a couple of okay charms. 2.5 hours. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Tomorrow, hit or miss. Whether I'll stream, and moving forward it will be like that. I am looking for work. So, and if I find it, then you won't see me live.